Good morning, dear students. I am Satpal Verma here from Government National College Sirsa, and today we are going to discuss pronouns. That is one of the most important parts of speech. This is my second video lecture on parts of speech, and today we will talk about pronouns. We will discuss different types of pronoun. So let us start. So first of all, what is a pronoun? You can see in the slide, a word that is used in place of a noun is called a pronoun. So what is a pronoun? You can say that the word that is used in place of a noun is called a pronoun. And keep in mind, pronouns are used to avoid the repetition of the same nouns in speech or in writing, because if we use the same nouns repeatedly, the sentence becomes somewhat odd. And if we use pronouns, then the sentence becomes very interesting or smooth. So examples of pronouns are I, me, this, these, he, her, herself, etc. We will discuss all the pronouns in the coming slides. So what are the categories of pronouns? Kinds of pronouns. Number one is personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, emphatic pronouns. Reflexive and emphatic pronouns are almost the same, though they take different position in the sentence used. Number 5 is demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, relative pronouns, and number 8 is interrogative pronouns. Dear students, there are different categories according to different scholars. Here we are discussing only 8 types of pronouns. These are, I am repeating, personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive and emphatic pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, relative pronouns, and interrogative pronouns. Now we will discuss them one by one. So first is personal pronoun. So what is the personal pronoun? These pronouns stand for a person or a thing. These pronouns stand for a person or a thing. Here detailed slide has been given, and personal pronouns are of 3 types. First person I, my, me, we, our, us. Second pronoun is you, your, you, and third person is he, she, it. You must have read them at your 10 plus 2 level. So I, we, you, he, she, it, they are. These are personal pronouns, and these can be used in subject position, whereas me, you, him, her, it, and us are used in object position. Means they can be used as an object. So you can see in this slide. Let's take some example. I like coffee. So I has been used here as a subject. Johan helped me. Me is has been used as an object, and I and me are personal pronoun. Do you like coffee? Here you has been used as subject. Johan loves you. You has been used here as an object. So personal pronouns are used both as an object and as a subject, though there are different types of personal pronouns. Means within your personal pronouns, there are some personal pronouns which are used as subject, while others are used as object. I am repeating which ones are used as subject. I, we, you, he, she, it, and they are the personal pronouns which are used in subject position, means which are used as subject, whereas me, you, him, her, it and us are used in object position, that is they are used as objects. And dear students, keep in mind that personal pronouns replace nouns that name people or things in the subject and object position. I repeat, personal pronouns replace the nouns that name people or things in the subject or object position. So let's move next. Possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns are used to talk about things belonging to people. We use possessive pronouns to refer to a specific person or people or thing or things belonging to a person or people. You will never find a possessive pronoun near a noun, despite the fact it is the genitive of the personal pronoun. So we use personal pronouns depending upon number. If it is singular, it is mine. It's plural, it is ours. And it is mine in the first person, and second person it is yours, and third person it is his. And as for male it is his, and for female it is hers. So these are your possessive pronouns. So I am repeating this point again. These pronouns, that is possessive pronouns, are used to talk about things belonging to people. Mine, ours, yours, his, hers, theirs, its. All these are personal pronoun, dear students. So below are the possessive pronouns followed by some examples. Sentences. Each possessive pronoun can be the subject and the object. So you can read them. It is for your detailed study. Now let's take some example. Look at these pictures. Mine is the big one. Mine has been used for my picture. I like flowers. Do you like mine? तो यू कैन सी, आप देख सकते हो कि माइन का प्रयोग यहाँ ऑब्जेक्ट और सब्जेक्ट दोनों के रूप में हुआ है. ऑल द एसेज वर गुड बट हिज वाज द बेस्ट. सो हिज हेयर स्टैंड्स फॉर हिज एसे. जोहन फाउंड हिज पासपोर्ट बट मेरी कुड नॉट फाइंड हर्स. हर्स मीन्स हर पासपोर्ट. सो दिस इज हाउ possessive pronouns are used. Now let's move to next slide. You can see them that these are singular and plural. There are some possessive pronouns which are used before nouns and others are used alone. So you can read them. Reflexive and emphatic pronoun. Reflexive pronoun is used with an active voice verb in order to reflect the action of the verb back on the subject, that is the antecedent. So let me clarify it. Reflexive pronoun are used when subject and object of a verb are the same. I repeat, reflexive pronoun are used when the subject and object of a verb are the same. When the action done by the subject reflects upon the subject. जो सब्जेक्ट काम करता है ना, उसका असर जब ऑब्जेक्ट पर पड़ता है, यानी सब्जेक्ट पर वापस आके जो घूमता है, तो उसको रिफ्लेक्सिव प्रोनाउन कहते हैं. आई एम गिविंग सम एग्जांपल लाइक आई हर्ट माई सेल्फ. हु हर्ट? I myself. So I and myself, these are I subject and myself is object. So subject and object are the same. That's why it is a reflexive pronoun. She hurt herself. She is the subject and hurt is the verb, and herself means she. So subject and object of the verb, that is here hurt, are the same. Emphatic pronouns accompanies its antecedent in order to accentuate its action or subject. Means emphatic pronoun हम यूज करते हैं जब हमने किसी भी चीज़ को emphasize करना हो, जब emphasis करना हो, it is used for the sake of emphasis. So let's move next. We use the reflexive pronoun when we want to refer back to the subject or of the clause or the sentence. We have already discussed reflexive pronouns end in self, self singular, and selves selves, that is plural. There are 8 reflexive pronouns, and these are myself, herself, himself, itself, yourself, and their plural forms are ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. So you can read them, and I think everything has become clear so far. And as far as students emphatic pronouns are concerned, basically speaking, reflexive and emphatic pronoun are the same, though they take different positions. They take different positions. If I talk about the examples of emphatic pronoun, I will do it myself. Like I am speaking from the slide. I made it myself. I made it myself. Or I myself made it. Now I myself made it. This is your emphatic pronoun. I made it myself. This is also emphatic pronoun. Have you yourself seen it? This is also emphatic pronoun. It has been used for the sake of emphasis only. I made it myself. मैंने इसे स्वयं बनाया है. So स्वयं पर जोर देने के लिए राइटर ने myself का प्रयोग किया है. Okay? And as for reflexive pronouns में subject और object same होते हैं. और अब इसमें क्या है देखो, I made it myself, मैंने इसे स्वयं बनाया. इसको ऐसे भी कह सकते हैं I myself made it. तो इसका ऑब्जेक्ट तो इट है, myself नहीं है. जबकि पिछले जो सेंटेंसेस थे उसमें मैंने आपको बताया I hurt myself, मैंने खुद को हर्ट किया. तो इसका myself इसका ऑब्जेक्ट था. तो ये चीज़ें ध्यान रखनी है आपने. यस. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronoun. What are demonstrative pronoun? Let's discuss. The pronouns which points out the person or the object it refers to is called demonstrative pronoun. It demonstrates something. It demonstrates the person or the object. Demonstrative pronouns include this, that, and these, those. These are main or major demonstrative pronouns. Though the list is long, this, that, these, those, the former, the latter, the first, the last, the other, the others, same, such, so. So demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives have exactly the same forms. The way to differentiate them depend upon their position relative to antecedent or determined pronoun. I will tell you in the next slide. A demonstrative pronoun represents a thing or things. When the things are near in time, we use this for singular and these for plural. And when the thing is far, then for singular it is used that, and in plural it is used those. This tastes good. यह अच्छा टेस्ट है, इसका अच्छा लगता है. These are bad times. This is plural. That is beautiful. Those were the bad days. Those were the days. वो भी क्या दिन थे. So it is far, distant, past. So demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these, those. Basically there are 4 demonstrative pronouns. This and that, they are used for singular and plural, and these is used for near in time, and those is used for far in distance or far in time, and that is used for singular case, that is in distance, that is near in distance, near or far. 2 यूजेज हैं इसके. सिंगुलर के लिए दिस, और आपके फार के लिए जब आएगा दूरी की बात हो तो दैट आएगा, और प्लूरल में दीज आएगा, और फिर दूरी की बात आएगी जब नज़दीक आएगा तो दीज, बिल्कुल नज़दीक चीज़ है, और दो जाएगा जो बहुत दूर हो. सो वी शैल कंटिन्यू नेक्स्ट. ये वो है एडजेक्टिव वाला जो आपको बताया था. द वर्ड दैट हैज 4 मेन फंक्शंस: डिमॉन्स्ट्रेटिव प्रोनाउन एंड डिमॉन्स्ट्रेटिव एडजेक्टिव. दैट बुक इज गुड. दैट बुक इज गुड. दैट book is good. So that here has been used as an adjective. That is a good book. Here that has been used as a demonstrative pronoun. Here we are only discussing your pronouns. So we shall not go into depth here. Let's move to next slide. Do not confuse demonstrative pronouns with demonstrative adjectives. Here your doubts can be clarified. They are identical, but a demonstrative pronoun stands alone. Keep in mind, demonstrative pronouns stands alone, अकेला ही यूज होता है, while demonstrative adjective qualifies a noun. That smells. It is an example of demonstrative pronoun. That book is good. That word has been used with the noun. That qualifies the noun book. That is why it is an adjective. It is demonstrative adjective, you can say. So normally we use demonstrative pronouns for things only, but we can use them for people when the person is identified, when the person is known to us. Look at this example. This is Joseph speaking. यह Joseph बोल रहा है. Means when you are speaking these lines, this is Joseph speaking. Is that Mary? You are well known or you are familiar with Joseph and Mary. That's why you have used this and that. Next, interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronouns, that is words like who, whose, whom, which, that are interrogative pronoun, for they are used for asking questions. They are used for asking questions. We use interrogative pronouns to ask question. The interrogative pronoun represents the thing that we do not know. That is, we are asking questions. There are 4 main interrogative pronouns: who, whom, what, which, and whose is also used. So for person we use who as a subject and whom as an object, and for thing, both for person and thing, we use what, which, and whose. Next slide. Examples. Who told you? So who has been used as a subject here. इसका आंसर के हम नहीं जाएंगे. Whom did you tell? तुम्हें किसने बताया? Whom did you tell? So here whom has been used as an object. What's happened? That is, what has happened? An accident has happened. So what has been used here as a subject? I think your doubts have become clear. Let's move to relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are who, whose, whom, which, and that are relative pronouns because they refer to or they relate to an earlier pronoun which is called its antecedent. Its antecedent. The words like who, whom, whose, which, that are relative pronouns. Dear students, a relative pronoun is a pronoun that introduced a relative clause. It is called a relative pronoun because it refers to or it relates to the words it modifies. There are 4 relative pronouns: who, whose, whom, which, and that. Who is used as a subject, whom is used as an object, are generally used for the people only. Whose is used for possession, which is used for things, and that can be used for people and the things as a subject and object in defining relative clauses. So relative clause can refer to a singular or plural, and there is no difference between male and female, means it is used for male and female. Next example, the person who phoned me last night is my teacher. The person who, so who has been used here as a relative pronoun, who is defining, who, the word who is relating phoned me last night. Okay, this is relating the person, सब्जेक्ट को the person जो है इसको वो पीछे वाला जो टीचर है उसके साथ जोड़ रहा है. The car which hit me was yellow. Which car which hit me? So it is defining here. Okay, it is the car and the yellow and hit. These things are being related by the word which. The person whom, वो पर्सन जिसको आपने फ़ोन किया इज़ माई टीचर. द कार whose driver jumped out just before the accident was completely destroyed. So this is how your relative pronoun is used. We use, next is reciprocal pronoun. Reciprocal pronouns are only the students two reciprocal pronouns are used. We use reciprocal pronouns when each of two or more subject is acting in the same way towards the other. We use reciprocal pronouns when each of two or more subject is acting in the same way towards the other. There are only two reciprocal pronouns and they are both two words, each, other, one, another. We use these reciprocal pronouns. There must be two or more people or things or groups involved. So we cannot use reciprocal pronoun with I, you, he, she, it, and they must be doing the same thing. It will be clear from this example. Johan and Mary love each other. Johan and Mary love each other. Each other is used, for singular cases, that is for only two, and one another is used for more than two. Johan and Mary love each other, or you can say husband and wife love each other. The 10 prisoners were all blaming one another. One another used for more than two. Why don't you believe each other? तुम एक दूसरे पर विश्वास क्यों करते हो? Next is indefinite pronoun, and I think this is your last pronoun. An indefinite pronoun does not refer to any specific person. It is indefinite. When it is already indefinite, then how can it become definite? That's why it does not refer to any definite or specific person or thing or amount. It's vague and not definite. Some typical definite pronouns are another, everybody, no one, anybody, everyone, nothing, anyone, everything, one, anything, much, somebody, each, either, neither, okay, nobody, something, both, few, many, others, several, all, any, most, none. Some can be singular and plural depending upon the phrase that follows them. Let's take some example. Most indefinite pronouns are either singular or plural. However, some of them can be singular in one context and plural in another. Notice that a singular pronoun takes a singular verb and that any personal pronoun should also agree in number and gender. All is forgiven. Now, अब all को एक इकाई के रूप में लिया, एक के रूप में. All have arrived, सभी आ चुके हैं. इसको अलग अलग के रूप में देखा जा रहा है. We can start the meeting because everybody has arrived. Everybody arrived means all has arrived, not all have arrived. All means एक इकाई के रूप में देखा गया है. Johan likes coffee but not tea. I think both are good. Okay? तो ये अलग अलग रूप में जैसा कंटेक्स्ट होता है उसी तरीके से यूज होता है. Now let's have a capsule summary of what we have discussed. So dear students, pronoun is the word that is used in place of a noun, is called a pronoun. Pronouns are used to avoid repetition. There are 8 kinds of pronoun: personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, reflexive and emphatic pronoun, interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, indefinite pronoun. These are 8 kinds. And personal pronouns are used for a person or a thing. And there are 3 kinds of persons: I, my, me, we, our, us, you, your, you, he, she, it. And possessive pronouns are used to talk about things belonging to people, like mine, ours, yours, his, hers, their, its. And as for reflexive pronouns are used when the subject and object of a verb are the same. And emphatic pronouns are used for the sake of emphasis, while reflexive pronouns are used when the subject and object of a verb are the same. And as far as examples of reflexive pronoun are myself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourself, themselves. These are emphatic pronouns and reflexive pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns point out the person or the object it refers to. And this, that, and these, those. These are 4 most important demonstrative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns: words like which, that, which, what, who, whom, and whose are interrogative pronouns. Interrogative and relative pronouns are the same, though they are used in different way, but the words are the same, like who, whose, whom, which, that. 5. Okay. And they are interrogative pronouns are used for asking questions. Indefinite pronouns refers to a person or a things in a general way, but do not refer to any person or thing in particular. Means they do not refer to a particular person or a thing. That is why they are called indefinite pronoun. They include someone, somebody, everyone, everybody, few, none, each, every, anyone, etc. And last one is your relative pronouns. And the words like who, whose, whom, which, that are relative pronouns, and they are called relative pronouns because they refer to or relate to an earlier pronoun. Okay. And the noun, and earlier noun is called antecedent. The girl who is standing is my student. The girl who is standing is, or you can say who is dancing, is my student or is my sister. So here the word who refers to the earlier noun. Earlier noun is girl. So who is referring to or relating to the earlier noun used, that is the girl. So the girl is dancing. The girl who is dancing. Okay. So the word girl is related by the personal pronoun, by the relative pronoun who. The book that you had gifted me was wonderful. Now that refers to, in this sentence, the word that or the relative pronoun that refers to the book, that is earlier noun. So in this way it relates to earlier pronoun. That's why it is called relative pronouns. Now let's discuss some of your question that you have to do. It's type of your homework. Identify the types of pronouns used in the following sentences. Let's contact one another once we have made some progress. She wants to do it herself. I cannot find them. I cannot believe it's finally ours. The girl who usually cuts my hair has won the lottery. He wants to go to Skarnberg. Why are you shouting at me? Jim gave me the last copy. Nobody said a word all the night. So, dear students, you have to identify the noun or their types used in the following sentences. It's a type of homework. It will also help you revise. So you can do this example, and in case of any doubt, you can ask me question. You can put your question in the comment box. So thank you for watching my video. Okay, all the best, dear students. Okay.